It's potent. Right? It's hot, right? It's like a little hoodie. This is my shit. Share this live. What's going on, my royals, my beautiful people, all my newcomers, everyone that's out there in the world? We have a great show for you today. But first, you already know what time it is. The Royal Couch got to shout out our sponsors a little real quick. You feel me? Our first sponsor comes to you from AD from Love and Hip Hop. She has a brand called Dig the Kicks. It's a power brand, a unisex brand. She got crop tops, they got sweatsuits, joggers, t-shirts, dad hats. They got it all. Shorts, sweatsuits. It is super lit. I usually have some. If you watch my show, I usually have some of the merchandise on. It is super lit. So make sure y'all go over to Dig the Kicks, DTK.com. And when you at that checkout, make sure y'all use that promo code ROYAL so you can get 15% off. It is super lit. So make sure y'all go there after this show. Not right now, but after the show. Yeah. So our next sponsor comes to you by SwagNationMagazine.com, which is the #1 independent magazine in the nation. Also, it is being viewed and presented in 75 different countries and climbing. It is super lit. Like, this magazine is super lit. So make sure y'all go check that out. Your boys, the Royal Couch, is going to be on the cover very soon. So make sure y'all look out for that. And make sure y'all go cop those hard copies. And I want to see y'all post that pictures of y'all getting y'all hard copies. So I know y'all got them. You feel me? But we're going to be collabing with Swag Nation Magazine, giving you I Spits, the first live online cipher competition where you get to the longest reigning champion wins a spot in the magazine. So come on, make sure you send me those bars. It's every Thursday at 8 o'clock. We super lit. I have a great show for you today. We had him originally when the Come Up New York season 2 first aired. He wanted to come back because we knew that a couple of episodes was going to be aired, and we really wasn't going to get to know him yet until those episodes came on. So we got him back, Mr. Chance himself. He's been through a lot of different scenes lately with a lot of different drama, and I would like to just get his side of things and see where he's at with things and stuff like that. I also want to know what upcoming projects he got going on, and just to get into his life a little bit. So without further ado, we got Chance coming up from the Come Up New York season 2. Hey, what's going on?
What's up? Can you see me okay?
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh, I got new phones.
Hi, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm a little tired. I just got off work, but I'm trying to, wake up so I could speak on an
Yeah.
interview.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on here and coming onto the platform again.
No
I'm looking
problem.
forward to having this conversation with you.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it too. It's a lot of,
So,
TV.
yeah, a lot of stuff that's been aired. Yes, definitely. So before we get to it, you know how we do it. Speak out for your social media and all that good stuff. Where they can find you.
Well, obviously, All by Chance is my Instagram. That's probably my most active social media. Facebook is Chance J. Snapchat, I don't really use it, but if I happen to use it, it's NANA Cool J. And I don't really use my Twitter, so I don't even remember it.
Yeah, I'm not really on Twitter, although they
Yeah,
tell me I need to start using it, but
yeah, I heard it could get
I don't
good.
get the hang of it really much. But anyway, thank you again. Like I said, thank you for coming on this platform. As I stated originally in the intro, we had you previously when the show first aired. We really didn't get to see you much in the episode, so we know that you want to come back and have a further discussion so that you can get your side of things when other episodes started to air, such as 9, 8, and so on. So let's get started. So where we left off before, it wasn't much going on. So I want to move up to. I want to get into the tea time. I really want to get into tea and tacos real quick, and then
Okay.
we're gonna kind of sporadic go through different things. But because it's on fresh on our minds, tea and tacos just went off, so I want to talk about that a little bit. So tea and tacos was really more of just tea and tea.
Yeah.
So give me your perspective of walking in, knowing that it's tea and tacos. What were you expecting in that moment? And did you know that you were going to address Spanky?
Um, okay, so tea and tacos, going into it, my nerves was already bad because it was just a lot of during the season, there was a lot of behind the scenes talking. It was a lot of chitter chatter amongst the cast. But like Fitz said, no
Now,
one
and
really.
this is we don't like to bash nobody. We don't like to
Mm,
tea, right? We don't like to like the Royal Couch is not about that. But when I would like when you say a lot of behind the scenes, I would like to just a little bit elaborate because in the comments when I go over to YouTube, they're going to be asking, "What is that? What do you mean? What do you mean?" So can you elaborate a little bit on what kind of
when
drama?
I say behind the scenes chitter chatter is like I'll get a phone call. This person might have a problem with you, or I got a problem with this person, or this might pop off, or this person said they might put their hands on this person or whatever. So going to
I got
those
you.
type of filmings like Tea and Tacos, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm usually chill and laid back, but my nerves is up here because we're on camera and it's like these type of things, it's split second reactions. Everything is being recorded, so you don't have a chance to be like, oh my god, did I just do that, or do I just say it's already caught, and whatever's going to be put out there is going to be put out there. So going there, my nerves was just bad because I already knew that something may have, be able to go down with Spanky. And
Right.
then, the other cast members, had problems as well. So the tension, it's a lot, So it was just nerve wracking, definitely.
Going in there. So I'm gonna put kind of draw a scenery. So we're all there, right?
Mm,
You're at this. The location changed anyway. Apparently, it was supposed to be at somebody's house or whatever the case may be. So then it was moved to a restaurant.
right. Which was
So
also irritating as fuck, but whatever.
so was that very last minute that that change happened, or
It was super last minute. Literally, me and Ty are making our way. We actually met up in Harlem. The location was supposed to be in the Bronx. It was just a lot going on. We was getting texts from Karan, like the location is changing. We're trying to get in contact with Fitz. He wasn't answering the phone because that was his event. He was supposed to host it at
Right.
someone's home or something. So it was just a lot of confusion. So not only are our nerves bad because we know we're going to have to argue today, but now we're irritated because now it's last minute changes. So we had to change the location literally last minute. And it was just getting there. It was difficult. We had to wait on people because we didn't know where we were going. No offense to the people who we filmed at their shop. Their shop wasn't all that cute, you know, so the atmosphere, it was just a lot. So it was a lot going on
Right.
there. Like, it was
All
a
right.
lot.
So we're at this restaurant, and you're at these tables. So it kind of just goes right at it. Fitz kind of says his piece of what the idea is and why he brought everyone together.
Mm-hmm.
And I really felt like as a viewer, and I tell all my cast members, all the cast members that I'm not biased at all. I'm not here to pick anybody's side, or I'm just here for everyone to tell the truth. But as a professional watching and also as a fan watching, um, my fan side kind of is like, well, was this just to stir up drama? Because that's all it was. And for him to let out his say so. And here comes you and Spanky going head to head. Let's elaborate. And for the viewers that don't know or just getting tuned in, what is the centerpiece of the drama between you and Spanky?
Okay. After I address that, can I address the first part you started with too? Because I had something I wanted to say.
Yes,
But
definitely.
okay. So as far as me and Spanky goes, I guess with him, I don't think it was really a problem for him, but he wanted to, interject and say that he felt like that we were ganging up on Montel at Chrissy's video shoot, and I believe
Right.
that's episode 3 and 4. But
Uh-huh.
my thing is, because like I said, we're on the show. So maybe my head was looking a little too deep. But I felt like, okay, well, in season 1, there was this narrative that Montel was being ganged up on all the time or being bullied or whatever. So my frustration came in was, well, I don't like how you're like putting me in that category of we're ganging up with Montel when that wasn't the case. It's not like,
Mm-hmm.
and then if it was the case, you didn't stick up for him. You didn't say anything. You get what I'm saying? So that's the initial thing I had. What you guys did not see was at Spanky's hotel party, I asked Spanky while Montel was there, because I wanted to know, Montel, did you feel ganged up on? Because during that time at Chrissy's video shoot, Raekwon was actually in my ear telling me to stop. You get what I'm saying? And I don't believe Fitz was trying to gang up on him because Fitz was just being messy, as usual. So it was just like, I asked him at the hotel party, and the cast was there, and I asked Montel, I was like, did you feel ganged up on? He said no. At the gun violence event, which you guys saw when I asked him, he said he didn't feel ganged up on. So then I turned to Spanky and I asked, so if you felt like your friend was being ganged up on, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you defend him? You felt the need to speak on it later on. So in the moment, why didn't you speak on it then when it actually mattered?
Right.
He just walked away. He was like, girl, walked away. Issue done. I get home, mind you, these filmings don't happen like right after each other. Like,
Okay.
so literally Tea and Tacos was like a whole month later after the hotel party. But the day of Ty's poem scene, off camera, because I heard from a cast member and Karan, that it was an issue or whatever. So off camera, in front of Raekwon and Ty and Fitz, I asked Spanky. I said, "Do you want to have this conversation now, or do you want to wait to have it on camera?" He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "What are you talking about? Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "I'm talking to you." They like, Fitz and Ty was like, "No, no, no, save it, save it, save it." So that was 2 times where I tried to approach the situation.
Try to approach it right.
So a whole month later now it's this needs to be a conversation. Now I'm irritated. Now I feel like, okay, now this is trying to be dragged out. So now you're just gonna get whatever I got for you because it's not that big of a deal. So now it's on there, and now I'm aggravated because now I already know how it's gonna look. It's gonna look like, oh, this nigga just mad and he want to pick on Spanky when that's not the case. Right. So that's why my energy was very, rude and distasteful. Yeah.
So you said you wanted to address the first part of that state. What I was saying. What did you want to address on that?
So with Fitz, he has this thing. Because at first, it was cute. At first, he tried to make it seem like, oh, I'm just trying to work out the issues. You guys need to speak, blah, 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 blah. But as the season progressed, and you're going to see the end result of it at the end of the season, it started to become less genuine and just more messy. He says, oh, I don't want, y'all issue. I don't want to be around this and y'all have issues and all of this, so y'all need to put it on the table. But my thing is, what does that have to do with you and your music? You get what I'm saying? What does that have to do with anything you're trying to do? You're meddling in our business, and he's in these confessionals saying that we're crickets and all this other stuff. But if you would give us a chance, because I will say, nobody on the cast is afraid to stand up for themselves, So I just feel like that's a lie. You just want to be messy, You just want to do the dirty work. And, we were all cool with him. So it's kind of like, yeah, he's being messy, but we're not paying too much attention to it because we were cool with him at the time. But now that the episodes is coming out and your confessional energy is just way different than your filming energy, So I think that was very fraudulent to say.
Watching yourself in these last couple of episodes, you've been highlighted a lot, especially with the drama of, you not liking certain people. Watching yourself back, are you happy with what you see? Are you happy that they got the content of who you are? Is this who you are? Like, explain that a little bit.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm happy you asked that. I'm not upset with what's being shown. Am I completely satisfied? No, because, I look at the comments and it just looks like I'm just this angry person and that's just me. But I don't have anyone to blame really but myself because that's why I choose to put myself around. You get what I'm saying? Other cast members, they pick and choose certain scenes they wanted to be involved in because I understand now. Once that camera start rolling, that's it. You get what I'm saying? So I wish there was more group events with us getting along and us actually showing how we are other than, throwing shade or yelling and cursing and arguing. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's not all of me. That's a part of me if you get on my nerves, if I don't like you. But that's not all of me. And I'm secure with who I am, and I know who I am, and I'm self-aware. So it is what it is,
I like that. You brought up something that I really love. You stated that, you couldn't blame nobody but yourself because once, the camera started rolling, it was you that was, doing this. So, I get a lot of cast members on here. I do a lot of after shows, and I get a lot of cast members that, blames the, production and stuff like that. And I always try to let people know is I understand there's editing, but they can only edit what you produce.
Exactly. And
they can't put words in your mouth. They can't make you hit somebody. And if you're being messy somewhere, that's good TV. They're gonna show that.
Yeah, you gotta understand. I feel like people don't come on here always being themselves. You get what I'm saying? I feel like some people just do things because they feel like they're gonna be liked or they want to be the goody two shoes or the sweetheart.
Facts.
I came on here being authentic. You get what I'm saying? Even though I'm being authentic, I showed one part of my authentic self. They didn't get everything else, you know? And what people need to understand when filming these type of things, the negative to the viewers sometimes is going to outweigh the positive, you know?
Of
People
course,
say,
most times.
yeah, I'm angry, I'm mean or whatever, but I never see a comment saying, oh my God, Chance, you know, was comforting Ant when he was walking away crying, or
Yeah.
he accepted this one's apology,
What
or
it's kind of you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, because there's a
right.
lot of times where you get these comments that are like, oh, this show is ratchet, and not just this show, just in general, this
Mm-hmm.
show is ratchet. They don't show what they do. All they doing is fighting. But then when you do get a show that is showing what they're doing, they say it's boring
Right.
and they're not fighting enough. So you really can't win, because when people watch these shows, that's exactly what they're expecting to watch, is the mess and the whatever. So going back to your character, and you liking yourself and what you're satisfied being what you're portrayed. What is the outcome of what's about to come? Because it doesn't seem like you guys mend. But I do see, going into nowadays that, there's YouTube videos with you and Spanky and stuff like that. So, is there a mend to that relationship? How do you feel about it now?
I feel like Spanky is cool, you know. I think he's a sweet guy, and I felt a little way about the little last interview because he left out some stuff, but it is what it is. But I don't have a problem with Spanky, you know, and I feel like going forward with all of the cast, I don't really have no ill feelings towards anyone as long as you're out of my space, you know? I feel like we have to learn to take control of our own space. I can dislike you, but I can respect you from a distance. I can respect you enough not to publicly disrespect you or publicly speak on you. I just need you out of my space. So the people that I talk to, they know that I talk to them. The people that I'm still following, you know, chilling with, I'm good. The other people, we good. Just stay out of my space. That's
Right, right,
it,
right.
you know?
So going into that publicly and social and things like that, have you been experiencing a lot of feedback, not only from fans and supporters, but from the cast members? Have you had to encounter any social bashing or anything of
Um,
that nature?
I had someone threaten to beat my ass, which at pop maybe they might come to reunion, maybe they won't. Um, someone,
And this is from a cast member?
yes, yeah. Well, if you're not keeping up with my social media, really, then you might be surprised because it was someone that I was cool with. I had someone claim that I was a bad friend or whatever. I didn't. Mm, and that's a whole nother thing because I feel like people, both of these people that I'm just talking about, they have the same issue, you know? And I feel like people don't take responsibility for their own drama. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If you refuse to come
Speak
to
on it.
filmings, you get what I'm saying? If you walk out in the middle of a filming because of a heated argument, why is your beef bequeathed on to me that I have to now take your place and argue with that person or come to your defense when no one comes to my defense? You get what I'm saying? So it's that. It's two other people. I'm not sure if they're speaking on me or not because
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard anything about it. So I don't know.
So I wanna dabble a little bit into your personal life.
Hmm.
Well, it's gonna start off from the show, and then it's gonna lead into your personal life. So there was a clip, and I hope you didn't think I was gonna brush over it, but there was a little part where there was a little macking going on, and for all of you that don't know what macking means, you was pushing up a little bit on Mr. O'Neal. So it is there something between you guys? And if not, is there somebody in your love life? How is your love life going?
No, me and O'Neal are friends, strictly friends. He got a man, you know. So we're friends. We're cool. Right now, I do have a love life. Um, in my love life, I keep it private, you know.
Mhm.
So you won't really
Can you
hear.
say, is he in the industry or is he a 9 to 5?
Um, 9 to 5, real regular, like real chill. I don't like public things, you know. Whoever I'm messing around with or whatever, or in a relationship with or whatever the case, I like to keep it on the low because I feel like people are messy, you know, people are vindictive or whatever, and it just causes issues. So, yeah, that's pretty much
Aw.
it.
So going into it, you do have a love life, but I do like to. Your DM has to be going crazy. I mean, you're a handsome guy, you know. So how has your DM been? How has the public accepted you since the show has came out?
um, so far, as far as my DMs, I get a lot of love. People always message me, and I appreciate everyone that does. Um, the people who flirt, I don't really like pay them no mind. I'll be like, thank you, da da da. But as far as my Instagram or my Facebook DMs or anything, everyone who's pulled in those, they show me love, and I just appreciate it. They always give kind words. They're always, being involved, and I love communicating with these people. Because I
Right,
don't
right, right.
look as people who hit me up or show me love as fans. I don't feel like I'm like Nicki Minaj or something. So I just look at them as supporters, and I would like to support them too in any way I can. So it feels really good, even though if I might see negative comments or anything like on the actual show, it means so much more when I get, love and all of that
Right,
in
right,
my
right, right.
DMs. So I love it.
Well, you're not going to please everyone, so
Yeah.
there's going to be negative. So it's great to hold on to the positive because
Hmm.
regardless of what, if you know that negative is coming anyway,
Yeah.
why even dwell on it? It makes no sense. So, how is it? Do you go out to the clubs and how was that? Like, does a lot of people recognize you and
I am a homebody. I go to work and I go home. I soon be starting back college or whatever. So I'm a homebody. I'm more of like what we do on filming. Well, the coming up events that you're gonna see. That's more of my type of style. Like have a group of people that I interact with, and we just go out or we could chill somewhere. I'm not really like a scene guy or a partying guy because I like to observe. I like to sit back and chill, and so I have to open my mouth. So it's a lot easier to do that when it's like a small group of people that I'm getting to
right,
know.
right, right.
So that's more, like it.
That's good. Look at us getting to know Chance. That's look at us. I feel like I know you. We friends now. Look. No, I'm excited about this. So going forward into the episodes, going back to the show, going forward into the episodes, what can we expect from Chance? We are getting a little piece of okay, we know he's not someone that we should be messing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you about that life, and you're stern with your stance, which I respect.
Hmm.
So going forward, what are some things that we can expect from you?
Um, Going forward in the show, I will say you will see a calmer me, even though I'm relatively calm, but a less angry me. And towards the end, like the very end, you're gonna see angry me again. So yeah, so expect to see a little more chill Chance, a little more laid back, drunk Chance. And then in the end, expect tea and tacos up like 2 notches,
Mm,
maybe like
look,
5.
look, maybe like 5. So I want to ask you, will you be at the reunion?
Oh, most definitely.
So as we're watching and we're watching confessionals and we're watching the show now because it's one thing to live it, but watching it back is something completely different. And watching what these people have to say in these confessionals, do you view anyone different? And do you kind of have like a bone to pick with anybody as far as the reunion is concerned because of like the confessional bullying or anything of that nature that you see now that maybe you were cool with them first and now you're not?
It's definitely a mixture of confessionals and social media. I will say it's kind of like a reverse. I got into it with some people, right? And then after, I felt kind of bad. I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong about the things I said or the things I was doing. Maybe I overreacted. I could have came at them in a better way, you know? But after watching the confessionals, it just confirmed to me the person that I felt like they were. So, do I have any bones to pick? No, not really. Maybe one. Maybe one. However, when the question is asked, they might not like my answer, and they might have a bone to pick with me, because my mouth
Right.
is, you know. But I don't have no problems with nobody. I just honestly, until the reunion, just keep my name out your mouth and leave me alone. At the reunion, if you have something you want to address or if you want to, do your thing. But I'm just chilling over here. Like, I'm good over here.
So is it safe to say because you don't go out, you haven't seen these people out and about, your cast members out and about since filming?
Um, you mean like the cast members I'm cool with, or the cast, or like
Just
everybody?
cast members in general, just
Um,
everybody.
I hung out with O'Neal and Andre for O'Neal's dinner not too long ago. Um, I went to Ty's housewarming. Well, that's kind of old, but that was like the ending of last year. I went to his housewarming like December, I believe. So we still hang out. Those are the people that I'm cool with. As for the people that I'm not cool with, probably 2 out of the 4 of them, if we see each other in the street, y'all probably gonna hear about it. So I don't know. But yeah. I don't really go out much unless I'm invited out. So I just be chilling.
So is there anything that you would like to, you know, from episode 1 to now 9, is there anything that you would like to address, kind of clear up, kind of something that, that's been bothering you that you've been seeing in the comments or anything that you want to just address?
Uh, I would like to say this. I feel like I said before, a lot of these cast members, a couple cast members do things to be liked, and they're not themselves. And I think what's definitely a problem is people don't keep that same energy. You talk shit off camera. You throw subs. Like during filming, we had one of our cast members. He was very good for, oh, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to do this. I apologize, blah, 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 blah. And then you go home and you talking shit on your Instagram. And then when we get in front of you, because you don't keep that same energy, now we look like the bullies. Now we look like the
Right.
angry ones. Cause you're not saying how you feel. You're not acting how you feel. You're doing things to be liked. And I'll give it to some of these cast members. Y'all are smart. Y'all playing the game, but y'all being phony. And all the love that you're
Now,
getting is fake, cause you're being phony.
now this is again, and I have to keep saying this because I don't want nobody to think I'm too shady. Because I like everyone
Mm-hmm.
for, like I said, I like everyone for their own reasons, and I dislike certain things from everyone.
Right.
As everyone does and doesn't. So me watching, right, and I'm watching this now, going to Spanky, and we had an interview with Spanky where I kind of fell in love with his personality as well. Like I thought he was dope and his energy was dope. But watching episode 9 and you addressing him, and then Raekwon addressing him, and then that moment where Raekwon and him were speaking again,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just like, oh, you're gonna, you're gonna shut the fuck up, and you're just gonna sit there, and you're not gonna like. I was almost like, boy, if you don't get the fuck up, it's like, you feel me?
Well,
Like,
see, I don't know about everyone else, and everyone deals with issues differently. Had it been, I don't feel like I need to say this. Had it been me, that conversation would have went left if I was Spanky.
me too.
But I feel like it's a strategy to this, because although Raekwon might have felt like he won that day because it looked like he punked Spanky, in the end, now that it's out, guess who's getting all the hate?
You're right. And you know what? And like I said, I don't want it to seem like I'm saying something. It was just, it bothered me that whole moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because it did look like he was bullying him. But not only just the bully aspect of it, but I was just like, Spanky, like, I want you to defend yourself in a way where you don't have to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know how. I don't know how to say it without it.
It's some people, not just on the cast, but out there, period, that any way that you do defend yourself, it could turn into hitting, because you see Spanky, he's just sitting there like, I don't have a problem with you. No, I don't. No. So at that point, it's
he played it cute.
He can't. What else can he do? He don't want to fight. You get what I'm saying? So you already telling this person, I don't have a problem with you, but they keep talking. It's either now you're just gonna sit there until they shut up, or you're gonna have to.
Do you feel like that was for the cameras then?
I don't feel like it was for cameras.
Is Raekwon like that in real life as well?
Raekwon is like that in real life. However, I feel like he knows he'll stand up for himself every time, but I feel like certain situations he gives more energy than the other. And I'm not talking about the O'Neal situation. I'm talking about off camera. Because what people don't understand is when Montel, last season when he said, oh, y'all known as the rowdy group or whatever, we are really in the NYC scene. We are the rowdy group. We are the group that they know when we walk through the place. You mess with one, you mess with all. They all gone. We were known as that. And it was even, which I didn't know, is certain cast members at first wasn't really open to getting to know me because of the things that they heard and seen about me and the people I used to hang out with, So I feel like Raekwon, he has a lot of anger inside him, not just towards Spanky, but just in general. So I don't know. I don't know what exactly is the problem, but it is what it is. I can kind of see, though, understand why Spanky gets Raekwon so angry. I can understand that. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know, because I wasn't around.
I think that was it, too. I think that was, when they said killing with kindness, I think that was getting him more upset as well. The fact that Spanky wasn't reacting the way he wanted him to react.
Mm-hmm.
And just being silent and just being like, well, I have no problem with you. You know what I mean? So, now that I'm yelling at you, I feel kind of stupid, and it's no shade to nobody, but, we all been in that moment where you're like, well, now I feel dumb because I'm the only one yelling. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. So, moving forward, I think Karan is doing a beautiful job with the show. I think the cast members that he's chosen has been great. You guys are very entertaining. You guys are giving us an amazing show. Before I let you go, I want you to let us know, is there any upcoming projects you got going on outside the show? Anything coming up for you?
Um, I have some things that I'm planning to do. I'm not gonna speak on it right now because I want to see how's it gonna go. But you'll definitely have somewhere where you can see more of me. You know, more of what I got going on. Um, if there is a season 3 and I'm asked to come back, I am open to it or whatever. So yeah, I got plans. I don't want this whole thing to pass and I don't, grow from it. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right,
So
right.
I
It's a
have some,
stepping stone. It's an opportunity.
yeah, I have some ideas because people, on this show, like I said, was people, they're already coming up. They're on the come up, not the show, but like in general, O'Neal with his eyelashes, Andre, in a way he's already came up, but he's coming up even more because he got more stuff going on. But for people like me, this was the foundation. This was the stepping stone. Me being on the show and actually having my face out there, is a come up in itself. So I definitely have plans. I'm just trying to figure out how I can push it out there and be unique with it. So I have some ideas.
That's dope, and I respect that. One piece of advice, if I can,
Hmm.
going forward, is don't go into your ideas for the money. Go into your ideas for the passion, and the
Right.
money will come anyway. You
Right.
hear me? Like, and be consistent. Everything don't always start up great, and everything that starts off great always don't last.
Right.
But if you're consistent, people see the growth. People and they're able to grow with you. And when people are able to grow with you, that's when people latch on, and your support system will grow and grow and grow. This only happened a year ago. I started the Royal Couch off of just starting it, whatever. And now I'm over 100,000 views on all my platforms and stuff like that, across all my platforms. So like, it's a blessing, and there's a lot of opportunities that came my way because of this
Right.
that you guys are about to see. So like I said, it's just being consistent and just going with the passion and not for the money. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying? But I
definitely
believe in you, for
agree with
real.
that. Thank you. I definitely agree with that. I feel like money is good, you need
Yeah, of
money,
course.
but at the end of the day, we have this one life to live. And I feel like in that life, you need to chase your passion, your happiness, and any form of success that you want. Because once the life is over, that money don't mean anything. So I really like that advice. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, definitely. I really see a lot of great things with you, and I really see the positivity. Even with the drama in the show, I really see that you're not a messy person. Like, you don't come off messy. And I'm not just saying that because you're here, but
Hmm.
you honestly just come off as like, you just don't, you just know bullshit. You feel me? And
Exactly.
I'm from Jersey, so I know that type of energy of it's no bullshit. Period.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't got time for it. Like, it's either you fuck with me or you don't, and if you
Hmm.
don't, get out my face. Period. You feel
Period.
me? And
Right.
period. Like, you feel, and I understand that. So like, I really rock with you, and I have nothing but support for you. So for any of your future endeavors, please let me know. I'll help to promote or support or whatever I can do to help, whatever I can do. All right?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Most definitely. So, is there any last comments you'd like to address your to all your fans and supporters and
I would just say tune in to the come up. Definitely, if you fuck with me, follow me on social media. If you have any questions or anything, my DMs are open. And this is just for the viewers. Watch with an open mind, you know. Watch with an open mind and consider. And this goes for all the cast members, even the ones that I don't like or whatever. Everything that you see on this show isn't like just who they are. No one's perfect. Everyone has their struggles, their downfalls, their upcomings. So that's all I gotta say.
right? You can't judge somebody's whole life off of 13 minutes, is what I
Yeah.
say.
Huh. So
And
I
that's
did
facts.
that.
So thank you again for coming onto this platform. I really love what you're doing. Again, I support you, and
Thank
I
you.
look forward to talking to you again
Most
at the reunion
definitely.
sometime. Maybe we can do something again.
Yes. You
All
should
right.
try to make it if you can. Try to make it to the
Yes, I
reunion.
definitely want to come. I'm gonna have to talk to Karan, 'cause I'm definitely trying to definitely trying to be there.
Yes. Thank you for
That'll be
having me
lit.
again. Thank you.
Of course, man. It's all love.
Thank you. All right.
Guys, that was a great interview. Make sure y'all go and add that, subscribe to the Royal Couch on YouTube, on Facebook. Make sure y'all add this Instagram right here, the Royal Couch. We lit on all social media platforms. We on Twitter, we on YouTube, we on Facebook, we on Instagram. Make sure y'all Google us, hashtag us. We'll pop up the Royal Couch. We lit. I'm your host King. Season 4 is coming soon, and we're about to get lit. Stay tuned for the next episode 10 of the Come Up season 2. So it's all love.